This year's budget may mean bad news for businesses. The Budget 2012 aims to reduce companies' reliance on foreign workers, and this may have a shrinking effect on the economy. That is the view of economist Mr. Manu Bhaskaran from advisory firm Centennial Group. He was part of a panel discussion on the Singapore Budget 2012 organized by the Economic Society of Singapore.
If you make the adjustments, the budget is actually more contractionary in its fiscal stance than it was last year, and I think that doesn't sound right to me. By imposing these unfortunately necessary costs on the business sector that will come with the tightening of foreign worker restrictions and so on, essentially what it means is that the business sector is going to go into a slowdown with the burden of rising costs, and that will reduce its resilience in facing the exogenous shocks that I'm sure we will have to face.
This year's budget, which was delivered by Finance Minister Tharman Shanmugaratnam, focuses on creating an inclusive society, partly by giving financial assistance to the poor and elderly. It also gives incentives to businesses for hiring older workers.
This is a very friendly budget for older workers, for the poor, but there is no free lunch. A very difficult budget for businesses, and I think we may experience higher prices in our daily life. We just hope that all these measures will force firms to raise productivity.
Professor Augustine Tan, lecturer at the School of Economics at SMU, said the budget was a remarkable but reactive one.
What I see this budget essentially is, in part is looking backwards, in part is looking forward. The backward part is like trying to make up for the congestion, more buses being bought, attention to MRT, more housing being built, and so on, because we really created a problem for ourselves. I think the mistake was to let in 800,000 people within 5 years.
Mr. Bhaskaran said at the discussion that more can be done to beef up social services.
But there are a lot of other issues that I think were not tackled in the last few years, which have not hit us hard yet, but which we should be focusing on. For instance, the population has increased by about 20% in the last 6 or 7 years. The number of policemen has not increased by even 1.
While the budget may lead to short-term pain for businesses, the panelists praised the government for efforts in controlling the influx of foreign workers and strengthening the social safety net of Singapore. Check out our other clip on highlights from the discussion.